Under the bold pastoral colors of Colorado's western skies, the picturesque mile-high city of Denver. I'm Dan Hicks with Tim Daggett, Elfie Schlegel, and Beth Ruiak, ready for the second and final night of competition to decide the national champion. 50% of the scores from the opening night are carried into tonight, so the standings after the prelims, Vanessa Atler just a tenth of a point ahead of Kristy Powell. Several gymnasts still very much in the hunt. But Olympic gold medalist Dominique Moceanu, the champion a couple of years ago, in 12th place, just trying to make the World Championship team. The top 6 eligible gymnasts tonight qualify. Vanessa Atler is one of those not eligible. A new rule makes any gymnast who does not turn 16 by the end of the year ineligible to compete at Worlds or Olympics. She's 48 days too young. This is Kristy Powell. She begins her quest to prove she's America's best despite not making the Olympic team last year.
And you know, Dan, of all the athletes that were in the Olympic trials that did not make the team, by her own admission, Kristy says she's had the toughest time dealing with it.
Another solid routine for Kristy Powell.
Great routine, Dan. Better tumbling, better choreography. This looks like the Kristy that won American Cup 2 years ago. Our next vaulter is Jeanette.
Stay focused. That was such a good start. All right?
Encouraging
One down.
words from her coach, Mary Lee Tracy, who says 1 down and 3 to go. Now Atler, last year's junior champion and the leader, trying to make that rare jump to the senior championship in successive years. She's the fastest rising gymnast in America now, and she begins on the beam.
One of her coaches, Beth Rybecky, thought she was a little bit nervous the first day. This is a tough place to start if you're nervous.
What Vanessa does so well is she attacks her skills. This is huge.
Oh, that was fantastic.
Better than yesterday.
The key to good beam is make it look like you're on the ground, and she certainly tumbles on this apparatus like she's on the floor exercise.
This ground is only 4 inches wide.
New skill coming up right here.
Very, very difficult. It's called a Barani front with a half. Almost perfect.
I love the way she works the balance beam. She is so sure of herself. Every movement, her choreography is crisp. This is international level balance beam work right here. You know, you can just see it in her upper body. Just the dismount.
And Atler answers Powell's solid routine with a strong one of her own on the beam.
This was awesome. You know, the Chinese do this tumbling pass, and they are probably the masters in the world, but you know what? She does it just as well as any Chinese gymnast I've seen perform.
And when you land on 2 feet like that, it makes it a little bit more difficult.
Good start for Atler, the 9.55 score. Kristy Powell's score on the floor, a 9.3. Now Dominique Moceanu, by far the most popular, most recognized in the field. She finds herself, though, in a precarious position.
Well, Dan, she's not going to win the national title. She knows that, but she's here to qualify for the world team. 2 ways she can do that. Finish in the top 6 age-eligible athletes in the all-round, or on 2 different events, she's got to qualify in the top 5 position on those events.
Well, and that won't help her quest for making the world team. That's a 10th out of bounds.
Good start for Dominique, who a couple of years ago was the youngest ever national champion at age 13.
This was a difficult exercise for Dominique. 4 complete tumbling passes, and you know, a real shame that she took that out of bounds. She can't afford even a 10th in this competition.
That was Liviu Mazilu giving her the hug instead of the familiar Bella Caroli.
The athletes need 1 point back in bonus. This one pass earns her 5/10 of that 1 point, but she gives one away right there by stepping out of bounds.
So Dominique Moceanu continues to fight back from a 12th place.